What's up, Fit Fam? Welcome to the Fit Gym. My name is Heather. I go by HT for short, HT Physique for long. That's how you find me on the Instagram, the Book of Faces, the YouTube. Today we are continuing on with our 5-part series all about 15-minute workouts. Because let's face it, we're busy, we've got things to do, maybe we have kids and we've got errands to run, but basically we don't have a lot of time. So today we are going to focus on back work, right in here. Now, why is it important to work your back? Ladies, it's extremely important to work your back because number one, it's your posture, okay? So as we age, we start to round. We don't want to round, we want to stand nice and tall. But number two, it creates your waistline, okay? So make sure you hit your back regularly. We are going to be hitting 5 exercises. You're going to repeat those 5 exercises as many times as you can within the 15 minutes, but you're going to do 1 set with me. We are going to start with a nice little warm up for our arms. We're going to be using the Fit Band. This is the light Fit Band. We don't need anything super crazy. If you guys don't have a set of Fit Bands, that's okay. Head to hdphysique.com and get you a set. If not, just grab a set of resistance bands. So we're gonna start by just pulsing out, maybe for 15 here. What we're trying to do is we're just trying to get your arms nice and warm. What we don't want is to injure ourselves. So that's why you always warm up. Take it to the middle. Good. So now you can switch up these, your pace essentially. When you go a little bit slower, you're going to start to feel that burn, and that's what we like. Okay, let's do 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! 1 more set above the head. 5, 6, 8, 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now, if you feel like you need a little bit more warm up than that, that's totally fine. Just hit it 3 more times and you should be good to go. Our first exercise is going to be a dumbbell row. We're going to be using a single dumbbell for this, a single heavy dumbbell at that. All right, so this is my single heavy dumbbell. This is a 30-pounder. I can go heavier than this, but for today's exercise, I'm going with 30. You may be needing to start a little bit lower, maybe 15 or 20. It's always good to start low and then progressively increase. So we're actually going to take the dumbbell, we're going to go upright like this, and we're going to be holding the dumbbell with your peace sign, 2 fingers here, and maybe a little bit more depending on how big your dumbbell is. So we grab here and here. Space in the feet, okay? Now what did we say when we start? We said posture. So even though we're gonna bend over at the waist, you're still gonna retain your posture, which means no rounding. We're gonna pull the dumbbell into your belly button / crease area, okay? I see a lot of pulling up into the chest, and this is not back work, okay? Back work happens lower. So we're going to go ahead and do 15 rows. Let us begin. Weight should be in the heels. And when we pull that dumbbell in, we're getting a nice squeeze right there at the back. 6, 7. Weight in the heels. Maybe you feel a little bit of pressure in your glutes. That's normal. What we're trying to do by going so low in terms of the pull right here is take the pressure out of our biceps. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. All right, so we're going to move into our second exercise, which is a single arm dumbbell row. With this exercise, you're obviously going to drop down in weight, okay? And we're going to be hitting both arms 1 at a time. Let's switch out the dumbbells. Okay. The one thing to remember about back work is that it's all rows. Double arm row, single arm row, cable row, all rows. So we're going to pick a lighter dumbbell for this next exercise. I'm using a 15-pounder. You may be using something like a 10, or maybe you're going super heavy. whichever. We're gonna come to the side, and you're gonna wanna lean over. So remember that lean over with the flat back that we did in the first exercise? You're gonna do that same thing. So I've got two bent legs here, and I'm squaring off my body to the wall here. I'm gonna pick up this dumbbell, and the same thing. I'm going to think about pulling the dumbbell up my leg if I had a backwards pocket, and then I'm gonna release. What I don't want you to do is go here and pull in like this. This is a bicep work. What we're gonna wanna do is actually pull up and reverse into your pocket. Flat back and posture-wise. We're gonna hit 12. Now, one of the main things that I notice here with our rows is a little bit of a curling in. Think of your elbow leading the way, like a string is attached to your elbow, and it's just pulling it straight up and releasing. Good, let's go for 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna hit both sides, but now we're gonna move on to the next exercise. It's going to be a bent over fly. So with this exercise, it's not about going heavy. It's actually about working these small, tiny muscles that you have going across your back here. So 5 pounds, 7.5 is really all you need. Nothing crazy. So we're going to take our dumbbells right here. I always do a little bit of bend. Push the hips back as you lean it over. And we're gonna be opening our arms into a T right here. Now with your arm shape, you wanna keep it slightly rounded. Try not to hyperextend at the elbows. So a slightly rounded, back is flat, and we're feeling like we're opening and closing. Kind of like that claw in Toy Story. You're just opening and closing. Now we're gonna go for a high rep count here, somewhere like 12 to 15. Let's go. Now be mindful that the first 5 to 10 are going to be relatively easy. It's not until the last 5 that it really begins to kick in. And you want to be mindful that you're still lifting as opposed to yanking. Yes? So let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, I feel that. We only have one more exercise in the set, so let's get to it. All right, so we've done one more dumbbell switch. I've got you guys going all over the place. This is a single dumbbell. This is 10 pounds only. You may need to experiment and go a little bit lower to start. We're gonna be doing a front raise bent over. So again, we start always the same way. A little bit of bend, lean it slightly over, but this time we're not gonna go as parallel to the floor in terms of our back. We're gonna be a little bit more upright. And we're just gonna lift the dumbbell. And then back down. And then back down. That's it. Let's go. We're gonna go for, let's say, 10 to 12. It really just depends. Now, the more you focus on flattening and almost even arching your back, the better this is going to be for you. The second you start to round, your lower back may start to activate. And when we do back work, we're not actually doing anything for the lower back. It's all about creating that waistline, remember? So that means from the waist up. Let's go for 2 more. 1 and 2. Good. We have gone through all 5 exercises in our set. You are going to go through and repeat that as many times as you can within the 15 minutes. If you liked this workout, make sure you drop a comment below. Which move was your favorite? Let your girl HT know. And if you want more workouts like this, make sure you head to htphysique.com, where you can become a monthly member of the PHYT Gym. And we'll see you next time.